Hey guys, it's Morgan, and I'm coming at you from out of town. I am using my phone to film because I brought my camera, but I left my charger at home because I'm a genius. So, I came to visit my dad, who lives in Kansas. I live in Oklahoma, if you didn't know. And I realized about 2 hours into the trip that I left all of my makeup at home. If you hear weird noises in the background, they're coming from the apartment above this one. I have no idea what's going on up there. It sounds like they're trying to fight an elephant or something. So I posted a melodramatic Facebook status about it because that's just who I am as a person, you know, first world problems. And someone actually suggested that I put together an emergency drugstore makeup kit. So maybe if you're in the same situation, you go out of town and realize you don't have any of your makeup, you can run to Walgreens or CVS and kind of throw something together real quick to get you through. So I took that as a challenge, and then I had a couple gift cards to Ulta from Christmas, so I went there. I went to Target and I went to Walgreens. So I'm just going to show you guys what I got and why. And then the next video will be kind of a first impressions video because some of the things that I got I've never tried before. Okay, so the first couple things I got were just from Target. They were last minute additions. That's actually the last place I went, but I just wanted to throw these in real quick. I got a bunch of brushes at the other places, but I just got this blending brush from e.l.f. It was only $3, and I used to use these brushes a lot when I very first got into makeup, and they're actually really good quality. And I feel like blending brushes are really hard to find at the drugstore, so I just went ahead and got that to help me blend out my eyeshadow. And then the other thing I got at Target was also just a last minute thing. This isn't a necessity, but it's just something that I like to have because my skin is so dry, and that's a setting spray. So I got the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray, and it just looks like this, and this is something I've never tried before, so I'm kind of excited to see if it's comparable to the MAC Fix Plus, because that's what I usually use. So the first place that we went was Walgreens, and I grabbed this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is actually something that I use all the time at home. It's a staple in my kit, and even though it's matte, I have combination skin. I'm really oily through my T-zone and really dry on my cheeks, and it works really great. It stays on all day. The coverage is really good, so I went ahead and grabbed this because it's cheap and it's great. That foundation was $7.99. Next thing that I got is a sponge. This is the Real Techniques sponge, and I've never tried this before. I am a Beauty Blender user, die hard. I am so loyal to Beauty Blender, so I'm really nervous about this, but I posted online that I bought it, and a whole bunch of people were telling me how much they love it, so hopefully it's good. So the next two things that I got at Walgreens were both from Real Techniques, and they were doing a buy one get one half. So this Real Techniques Enhanced Eye Set was on sale for $9.99 anyway, original price $19.99. And so I got 4 brushes plus an eyebrow comb, and I thought that was a really good deal. And then I ended up getting this sponge half off. It was only $3.49 after the discount, and it came with this little travel case, which is going to be really handy. The next thing that I did was I walked over to the Jordana display, which took me a second to find, but back in the day when I very first got into makeup, this Best Lash Extreme Mascara from Jordana and then their Fabuliner Liquid Eyeliner were staples for me. I used to use these all the time. I keep shaking the camera because I keep hitting the table. The mascara is $3.99 and then the Fabuliner is $2.99, and it's super black and it stays on all day long. The next few things that I got are all from Wet n Wild, and this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. Now, I've never tried this before, but I remember when it came out, it got a lot of good reviews, so I thought it would be kind of a safe bet. And then I also got this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and I'm really excited for this because I've heard a ton of good things. Another tip is, if I didn't have my Ulta gift cards, I wouldn't have bought eyeshadow at all, and I would have just used these. You could use, this is your lid color, this is your crease, and then pop this in your inner corner for a highlight and be good to go, and then not even need eyeshadow. And the highlight was, where is it at? The contouring palette was $4.99, and then the highlighter was also $4.99. So for $10 you could have your contour, highlight, pop and highlight, and eyeshadow all in one. So the next thing that I got, it was only $7.99, and it's the Airspun Loose Face Powder. And this is just a translucent setting powder, and I know it's good because I used it forever and ever before I finally got the Laura Mercier. And honestly, it's probably just as good as Laura Mercier. So the last 3 things that I got were all from Wet n Wild. They were only $2.39 a piece, and if I was really balling on a budget, I would have just got the one nude, and this is in Bare It All 902C. And I used to use this color back in the day whenever I was trying to get that Kylie Jenner lip for cheap, and it's a really good color. But I went ahead and got this darker, vampier color in Raisin, and it's 916D. And then I got just kind of an everyday nudie pink, and this is mauve out of here. So at Walgreens, I spent a total, well, my total came out to $57.61, but I had some rewards points built up, so I ended up using those for $10 off. So I spent $47.61, and I got translucent setting powder, 3 lipsticks, a highlighter, contour and highlight, eyeliner and mascara, a beauty sponge, and 4 eyeshadow brushes and an eyebrow comb. So the next place that I went is Ulta, and I did go a little bit ham because I had some Christmas money to spend, but I'm going to tell you what I would have done in place of what I did on some of the more expensive products. So the first thing that I got is from Morphe, and I tried Morphe brushes in the past, and I honestly wasn't a huge fan, but I know they've changed a lot in the last couple years, and that's how long ago it was when I bought those, so I thought I would give them another chance. And this brush was only $5. It's just a classic flat eyeshadow shader brush. And I noticed in this brush kit that I got at Walgreens, there wasn't really like a flat shader brush, so I went ahead and grabbed this. Honestly, this isn't a necessity though. You can totally use your finger just to like pack on lit eyeshadow. This is not something that you would need. It may not be a necessity for some people because they just use concealer as an eyeshadow base, but for me, I have the world's most oily eyelids ever. So I went ahead and grabbed an eyeshadow primer, and this is from NYX. It's the HD Studio Photogenic Eyeshadow Base. And it says it's crease proof, and it was $6.99. I usually use one from NARS. It's my tried and true, and it's like 21 bucks. So if I end up liking this better, that would be amazing. The next thing that I got is the Benefit Professional Primer, and this is a huge staple at home in my makeup kit, and I absolutely love this stuff. It was $12 for the travel size, which is what I have right here. And I figured I would rather spend $12 on something I know that I like instead of spending like $9 or $10 on the Maybelline primer and then not liking it. So I went ahead and grabbed this. So I'm a little mad at myself about these. I went ahead and got lip liners that correspond to the lipsticks that I got at Walgreens. And the display said that the Essence lip liners were on sale for 99 cents. So I grabbed 3, but I didn't look at the labels closely, and I guess they had a couple in the wrong spot. So I got 1 Essence, but then I got 2 from Catrice, and these were $3.99 a piece, and I didn't realize till after I'd already bought them. But you win some, you lose some. This is what I'm working with. The next thing that I got is concealer, which is something that I feel like if you're going to buy an emergency makeup kit, you need to have a concealer. This one was $27, and I'm super excited because I've been wanting to try this one for such a long time. My cousins always use it, and it looks so bomb on them. But you don't need to spend $27 on a concealer. I just had gift cards, so I went ahead and got it. I recommend the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. It's like usually I think between $3 and $5, and it's amazing. Like, it's so comparable to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is what I normally use, and it's really, really good. The next thing that I got is the Anastasia Brow Wiz because mine was running low at home anyway, and I just needed to re-up. This is my all-time favorite brow product ever. I use this every single day whether I wear makeup or not. It is just like my ride or die. It is my baby. It's $21, which I know is pricey, but they do last me a few months at a time. If you don't want to spend $21 on an eyebrow pencil, I completely understand. There's plenty of options at the drugstore. I know Maybelline just came out with a dupe for the Brow Wiz, like a micro brow pencil or something. NYX has a really good brow pencil that I like. Or you could go the really cheap route and go get the e.l.f. Studio Brow Kit, and I think those are only like $3. And it comes with a brush, powder, and like a waxy pomade to kind of hold them in place. So the next thing that I got is not a necessity for most people, but I have no eyelashes, and I'm taking a break from extensions right now, not for any reason other than I'm just trying to save money. So I went ahead and got some lashes. These are from Ardell, which is my favorite drugstore lash brand. And this set was only $5.99, and normally one set of lashes is $5.99 just by itself without the glue or anything. So this was actually a really good deal because you get 2 sets of lashes and the glue. And then I went ahead and grabbed another pack of these lashes because the wispies are my favorite style of lash from Ardell, and I love them. But again, none of that was necessary if you're just trying to throw together an emergency kit, but if you have a special occasion, I would definitely recommend getting the value set where you get the glue and the lashes. The next thing that I got was also not a necessity because I could totally use the bronzer in this contour kit to bronze my face, but I went ahead and got a bronzer. This is the Argan Wear bronzer from Physicians Formula. This was $7.49, and I just like to have kind of a shimmery, warmer bronzer to actually warm up my face and then something a little bit cooler tone to contour with. This was another fail on my part because I guess I read the signs wrong, but the Real Techniques were supposed to be buy one, get one half here as well, or so I thought, but I guess it was just on these sets, so I would have had to get 2 of the same set. You win some, you lose some. Again, I guess I should read better. But this is the Real Techniques Fresh Face Favorites limited edition, and this was $19.99. And it just comes with these 3 brushes and then a whole wheel of sponges, which I probably won't use these, but I thought these would come in handy. I can use this one for contour, I can use this for bronzer or foundation, and then this is going to be really good for concealer, for like spot concealing blemishes. This last brush set was $18.99, and again, I thought this was going to be half off, so I thought I was going to be getting it for $10, and I didn't realize till after the fact. But it comes with a flat foundation brush and then this fluffier brush, which I thought would be really good for buffing out concealer or for highlighting the cheekbones, and then this brush, which I thought I could use for blush or bronzer. Then I got a blush, and this is also from Physicians Formula. This is the Happy Booster blush. This one was $11.99, which is kind of expensive, and honestly, again, you don't even necessarily need a blush. If you have a bronzer, you could totally use your bronzer on your cheeks in place of a blush. But I like to have rosy cheeks because I'm a fair girl and I like to add color back to my face. Obviously, you don't need to spend $11.99 on a blush. There's plenty of way cheaper ones from like Wet n Wild has some really good ones, and those are only like $1.99, I think. I got the NYX Butter Gloss because it's winter and my lips are dry AF, and I got matte lipstick, so I wanted something I could just throw on top. These butter glosses are one of my favorite glosses of all time, if not my favorite gloss of all time. They smell so good and they last for a really long time too. And this was only $4.99, and it's in the color Tiramisu, which I don't have, so I can just add this back on into my collection at home. So the last thing that I got is something that everyone was super hype about when I posted about it on Facebook, but it's the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette that she did with Morphe, and it is so beautiful. This is something that is so not a necessity when you're building your emergency travel makeup kit, but this is going to be great for travel because it has everything you need. Has your mattes, it has your light colors, your dark colors, has your shimmers, and then it has like your really crazy pops of color over here, so you are covered in any situation. And a lot of these browns, like probably this one right here for me, this one, or some of these lighter colors, you could totally use to fill in your eyebrows if you didn't want to buy a separate eyebrow product, so you can get multiple uses out of this. So that is everything that I got for my emergency makeup kit, and so my next video, you guys stay tuned, will be me actually applying it to my face and kind of doing a first impressions on the stuff I've never tried before. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!